Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Panelloids, Comic Books, and More, your go-to source for weekly comic book news, rumors, reviews, and creator interviews. I'm your host, Pierre, and while we're missing our usual faces today, we've got three very familiar ones joining us. Our good friends Isaiah, aka Comic Talk. Shout out Comic Talk. We have John, aka our Discord daddy. Guys, if you're in the Discord, you know John's face. And last but not least, Jose, aka Geek Mythos, a fan favorite. So with that, welcome guys. Let's dive into my favorite segment, the nerdy news. James Gunn confirms there is absolutely zero CGI on David Cornsweat's face in this shot from the new Superman teaser, adding people's faces can look different when you put a wide angle lens up close. So yes, the title is clickbait of this episode. Thanks for joining, and feel free to stay a while. So that's it. That was my producer who decided to bring you all in with fake news. So don't hate us too much. Welcome to the chat. Now, the next thing in the news, Ulrich Thompson has been cast as Sinestro in DCU HBO's Lanterns. If you don't know him, he's best known for his role in Banshee. He was also in Game of Thrones. He was in a bunch of other things, but those are the two that I know him from personally. Kyle's favorite show is actually Banshee, so if you want to go see that, go check that out. But with this casting, my question to you guys is, what do we most want to see out of this Lanterns series that's coming out? We'll go with, I don't know, Jose. Let's get Jose in the chat first. See if he's ready for it.
I'm kind of ready for it. I do know a little bit about him. He was in Banshee, which also had the actor for Homelander. I do think that I wish they do a little bit of training, not like similar to what they did in the original Green Lantern movie, which was a bombshell, but still, I like the training aspect of it, and maybe going to different worlds and seeing how different Green Lanterns run their sector and how they do policing. I feel like they're going to focus on policing, especially in this this series. So that'll be really interesting.
I like that. Yeah. Comic Talk, what do you think?
I think it's a great casting. I like them in Blacklist. He was in the first 3 seasons, I believe. He was like the dad of Elizabeth Keene, if you watch Blacklist. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for him as Sinestro. I think he's a great actor, and I want to see other Lanterns hopefully sooner than later, but that's just my thoughts on the Green Lantern stuff.
Get specific. Which Lanterns do you want to see? I want to hear it.
What Lanterns do I want to see? Well, I want to see like the red Lanterns, like the other color Lanterns. Yeah.
Let's go. That's what I wanted to hear. Discord Daddy. Last but not least, let's hear it. What do you want to see?
Yeah, honestly, I want to see the Red Lanterns as well. Honestly, I think I'm the only person that doesn't know who the hell this guy is, and I've seen Game of Thrones. I've seen a lot of his stuff. I don't recognize him. I don't know what the hell Banshee is, but
so
I want to see the little red cat.
I'm going to interrupt you. Game of Thrones, you wouldn't recognize him. He had like a wig on. I didn't even recognize him. He was the no-face guy. The guy that like trained the, what's her name? Not Cersei.
Wait, that was him?
Yeah.
The French guy?
I think he was French. I don't know if he was French. He had like just
well, I guess he changed his face a couple times, right?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah. Nope. Was he the handsome one? I don't remember. Okay.
So handsome.
All right.
So handsome.
There was like 3 versions of him. So okay.
Back to you. Keep going.
Keep but no, yeah, the Red Lantern. I'd like to see the little cat. I was actually playing Injustice 2 yesterday with my son, showing it to him, and he was like, "Why is that guy a Red Lantern?" And he didn't know, so I got to throw down exactly what that was, and I was like, "Check out his little companion. It's a little red cat." So yeah, I guess it's a black cat, but it's a Red Lantern ring cat. Yeah, so I'd like to see that. That'd be fun. I'd like to see him murder a bunch of people.
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
I'm 100% with you. The Red Lanterns is one of my, I guess, top things that I want to see out of this.
And then the Black Lanterns later down the road.
Oh,
ooh, that would go hard. Yeah,
that would
White
be.
Lanterns?
That would be.
See, I was
Crazy.
talking about that with my co-host, and I was like, "What? That could be their end game, though."
yeah.
True.
Down the road. Yeah,
Down
don't
the
waste.
road.
Yeah, down the road. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of potential here. I do want to see an evil
Atrocitus, yeah.
not
Sorry.
just Atrocitus, but what's
A Blue Lantern Corp.
what's that guy's name? He becomes evil at the end. Hal Jordan. Duh. I couldn't even. Hal Jordan towards the end, doesn't he like lose his mind and he goes crazy and then like
He becomes
Jon Stewart ends up.
Parallax.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that storyline I want to see. I didn't read that storyline, so like I would want to just see like the movie version of it. I'm sure I should read it too, but I just
Fun
like the
fact
idea of that happening.
Before we move on, I just want to shout out. I went to a Comic-Con a couple years back, and my buddy was the Yellow Lantern, but he was Scarecrow, which was awesome. His mask moved up and down. I thought that was a really fun take, figure.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool if they did something unique, creative like that, Cool. So, moving on, Scott Snyder teased on X that Absolute Bane is coming after a fan asked about upcoming characters. When the fan questioned if Bane would be as big as Absolute Batman, Snyder replied that Bane will be bigger. Now, if you have been following Absolute Batman, he's a unit. So I don't know how much bigger Bane can be, but we're going bigger.
That's friggin' he's gonna be huge. He's gonna be huge.
I'm excited to see that. But other than Bane, what villains would you like to see Absolute Batman face off against? That's where I started thinking. So Jose, we'll go with you. We'll keep going around.
Here's the thing: I haven't read Absolute Batman, so I don't know what villains they have done. But now, if you're talking about that, what was the villain? It's like at the tip of my tongue for Court of the Owls. Court of Owls. Talon. Talon would be fine to see. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Talon would be interesting because I feel like there's potential to make him better,
bigger.
Bigger, better. Yeah, bigger. I just feel like, like there's so much more that you could really do with it. Like I like the character, but I feel like Talon got a lot of hate too. So I don't know.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't think it was like everyone's favorite. So I would like to see them adapt it differently and do something new with it. So, but that would be cool. Comic Talk. What are you thinking?
Ooh. Imagine like a serious take on like Condiment King or something like that. Like, I think that
okay,
because a lot of the villains in Absolute Batman are like, or his quote unquote villains in like the main continuity are like his friends. So I'm like, who have we not seen that could be a villain? I think a serious take on Condiment King. I think that would be honestly super interesting and just out of the box.
I like the idea of that. I think that kind of gives me like the Miles Morales, like what's his name, Spot.
Yeah,
like they took that obscure character and just made him just crazy. So I feel like, I don't know, that would be interesting. I like the idea here. Discord Daddy.
I don't know. So I've only read 2 issues of Absolute Batman. I think all he's done so far is like fight like regular basic people.
Mm-hmm.
He's so buff that I think that a villain would have to be something like a donut and give him sugar so that he loses. He's working out those gains every day, so he needs to fight somebody who's like, no, let's hit him with the calories. But no, outside of that, I can't think of anything. I really like Comic Talk's version of the Condiment King. Is that what his name is, right? I think that's great. A serious version of that would be great. Same thing with Kite Man. Take all these characters that are normally dumb and give them like serious, like mental issues. I think that'd be great.
All right, I like what we're thinking about this. I mean, that's definitely cool. I was thinking, Mr. Pig, whatever is it, Professor Pig.
Professor Pig.
Yeah. Yeah, that for some like I love that character. I love everything.
Yeah,
like it's so demented and crazy. I would like to see him go up against that.
More absurdly grotesque as a human being.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Or just make everybody as big as Batman, like every character. That'd be
just
hilarious.
everyone's.
Everybody on roids.
Yeah, they all look like Bane.
That's my one gripe with Absolute Batman, and I know I'm gonna get hate for it, but like I feel like he's just, I don't know, it's too like unrealistic, like
yeah. I have to find the cover for it. I'll put it in the Discord for everybody. But I was at the comic shop today, and they had a variant, and he was just so massive. It looked real. It made Sam Keith like covers make them look skinny. You know what I mean? So it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. It just if he was like, all right, I have all these superpowers, that'd be different for me, I feel like. But even then, like I wouldn't want Superman to look like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll grow into it. Or he'll grow into me. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Pause.
That's the clip.
I don't know what we're talking about. This is why I like Wonder Woman. Give me women. I need women, all right? Samson in the chat. Pig was dope to face against in Arkham Knight. I think that's what I think about. I think about like the fights in that. And we have some news later on about Arkham City or some Arkham Knight, all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. T Armstrong, being Phantasm, Phantasm, right?
Yeah.
From the animated verse into it. That's
interesting.
That's an incredible story. Timu Absolute Equinox. He only appeared in the Batman Brave and the Bold animated series, but it could work. Yeah. Okay.
That's the only Batman show I didn't watch. I need to watch.
I would like a remix of Hush. How about Hush?
That's the only one you didn't watch?
Yeah.
The one I didn't watch was the 3D one.
I think I watched like the first 2 episodes of that, and I was like, I can't do it.
What? You didn't fall in love with Aquaman? Okay.
So
no, the other one was 3D. Sorry. Go ahead.
So if we did a remix of Hush with Darkseid, so like, hear me out. He's like fighting him, right? And then he like unwraps like the wrapping, and then it's like, it's Darkseid. Since you need to put him up against someone like super strong. I'm kidding. Like you guys are all
I was like, wait, what?
Is he being serious? No.
Where are you going with this?
No, it wouldn't make any sense. Solomon Grundy. Okay, wait. What about Solomon Grundy and Hush?
Oh, that would be good.
That would be kind of cool.
A skinny Solomon Grundy, just to be the opposite.
Super proper, skinny.
Like, is he like?
He doesn't care about the week. He cares about, I don't know,
the months.
Yeah, months.
January, February, March.
Moving on. We've spent entirely way too long on this.
But that's just a calendar, man.
That's true. That is a calendar.
I was like,
that'd be a good story though. He has to fight the calendar man because he's upset that Sullivan took his
job.
Kite man comes flying in. He's like, no, not in my city.
It becomes a team up.
Great. Yeah, this would be good. Yeah. Moving on. The 23 Insomniac Games hack revealed plans for a 2025 release of Venom: Lethal Protector, but there's still no official confirmation or update on its status. Do we want it? I think yes. I mean, anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I think
we're not going in order. Yes, please.
Yeah.
B, what story would you like to see adapted for a Venom video game? Jose.
Agent Venom.
Yes.
Damn, spoilers, did you guys finish the game? It's been a minute for me.
I haven't even played it. I got the statue.
They did it differently. They did it a little. They mixed things up in this Spider-Man game.
Right.
So like he was there, but he wasn't really him. Like it, so.
Does Harry die? I don't remember.
I didn't play it till the end, so I
Oh, you
don't
didn't
know.
play
But I
it?
know
Okay.
I know enough to. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
'Cause
sure
I
if
don't.
he died.
I know I played it and I finished it, but I just don't remember because it was so long ago. I don't. My thoughts on the game is not as good as the first one. Not
Agreed.
because it was too long, but just because I thought it needed something else. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It
Nah,
felt
definitely
repetitive
agree.
again,
Mhm.
Other than the web slinging, that was fine. I mean, who doesn't love doing that in New York City? But yeah, Agent Venom.
I like Agent Venom. That's a good one. But like to do it right. Comic Talk. What are you thinking?
I think like a cool like horror game for like Venom would be super cool and interesting to see. Like just take Venom and just make it like super horror. I think that would be yeah, that's something I would want to see.
Okay.
Movie, video game, whatever. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
So you want him in his bad guy phase? That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking just like in his head, and like he was just like going through it. I don't know, fighting his own demons. I thought that's what you meant.
A psychological game.
Yeah, just in his own head. It's Eddie Brock trying to get out of himself.
Him going to therapy in the game. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
The 2 hours of talking to him. So what do you think about this ink blot? It looks like me.
Discord Daddy, what do you want to see out of this?
Honestly, I would like a King of Black. I really would, because I would want to fight a bunch of other symbiotes, and I think Null. You know what I mean? Especially like I wasn't a huge fan of the event King of Black, but what I did like about it was I liked how New York was just completely covered with this goo, and everybody was fighting. I like that aspect of it. You know what I mean? Mixing a little bit of carnage in there, I think that'd be lovely.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely with that. I feel like that would be cool to see, like him fight against a dragon, like all that stuff. Him having wings and flying across like New York.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and so that's the problem with events, right? You can argue events are too long, but they're also too short sometimes. You know what I mean? There's so much, and with a video game, you could have all that potential of what you could do with it. So that's what I want. No more comics, but I'll take a game on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you there. So cool. And last but not least, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has already been renewed for a third season on Disney Plus. Now, when I read this before watching the episode, I was like, really? But I can promise you, I think it deserved it. I think it really deserved to be renewed for the third season. So if you haven't watched it yet, we'll do a little bit of screen time with that a little later on here, but definitely go check it out. It's very, very good. Surprisingly, I was not hype about it at all. So I will definitely admit that. But we will go into a little collection acquisition. I'm not sure if anyone picked anything up, so I'm just going to mention it. Oh, we got John.
The only reason
yeah,
like the only reason I want to bring it up is because I don't know if you saw it, but I stood up and ran to the door real quick because I had some comics delivered. Yay!
Okay, there you go.
So the reason I had to get these delivered was I don't know if y'all have been tracking this whole diamond situation where my local comic shops are just not getting what they're supposed to at all, and it's very frustrating. Then I waited like the 2 to 3 weeks, and then they're like, sorry, we're just not going to get it. So I had to order Savage Dragon number 275 online, and I had to pick up the Scorched as well because I couldn't get it anywhere. Nobody had it because every copy came damaged, which I should check this. No, this one's good. And so couldn't get it in Austin at all. And so, but paying that kind of crazy amount of money for shipping is outrageous. So I added a bunch of stuff to finish collections. Like I needed this last copy to finish this collection. I've always wanted a copy of this, which is hilarious.
What is that?
Savage. This is it's called Image Comics Summer 2004, and so it's got Spawn, Savage Dragon, and Invincible all on it. Witchblade, I guess. I think that's Witchblade. And it was a free copy. Compliments of Lone Star. It wasn't free because I had to pay for it, but yeah, it was cool. I like I said, I ordered a bunch of stuff to finish some runs. You know what I mean? So I could put them away forever.
So
That's
what's
it.
going on? What's going on with Diamond? I actually.
So
wasn't
Diamond
aware.
filed for bankruptcy, right? Which normally that means you're gone. Like Diamond's absolutely gone. And for weeks, it was like last month or 2 months ago, every shipment was delayed. They were laying people off. They shut down certain warehouses. Then they filed for bankruptcy. So everybody's like, cool, you're gone. People started using Diamond instead. No, wait. What am I talking about? Not Diamond. Yeah. With Diamond filing for bankruptcy, you would think they're gone, but they got a loan from the bank for X amount of money. So they're still around, but now they're still delaying shipment. So for example, today, when I went to the comic book store to pick up Sam and Twitch case files number 10, they didn't have it. The new Silverhawks came out today, which I've been waiting months for. That got delayed again because it's shipping. Dynamite only ships through Diamond. So yeah.
Oh, well, that sucks. Hey,
Yeah.
Everything digital now.
Digital
So.
only. I knew you were gonna say it. Digital only. No way, man.
Yeah.
I got to have my physicals.
It gives me a chance to catch up. It's not a bad thing. No, that sucks. It does. Anyone else pick anything up? Nope. This is usually Jeremiah's section where he just talks about how much money he spends.
I can pretend to be Jeremiah.
I bought this cup that was drank by somebody in 1932 for $700. My wife doesn't know.
There you go.
Wow.
Spot on impression right there.
You got the year right and everything too. Definitely. That's the year he goes.
He was so mad. He was so mad that I got 19. I said the 1930s for the spirit in Discord. And he's like, you did that on purpose. He came out in 1940s. And then his fun fact of the day was the first time they advertised birth control was in the 1930s, and it was in comic books. And I said, what a coincidence. In the 1940s, they used the spirit as birth control.
Wow. That's
anyway. Goodbye.
I hope Jeremiah's not watching, but I actually do hope he's watching.
I love you, Jeremiah. Yeah, I love you, Jeremiah. I'm just kidding, buddy.
So did you guys get to read anything? Because this is Comic Talk. This is our section that we named because we met Comic Talk. Hey, Comic Talk, how are you? Nice for you to join us. Comic Talk. If you want to go first, I feel like it's only right on this one for you just to go first.
Well, what did I read?
Yeah, what did you read?
I read a lot of stuff for in preparation for the Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So I read Daredevil and Spider-Man from, I think it's like 98, I believe, like a 4-issue run, and then Spider-Man, Daredevil, and then I read Future Foundation Fantastic Four run, and then the first appearance of Future Foundation Spider-Man, because we're gonna get that Future Foundation Spider-Man suit in the next few episodes of Spider-Man.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So and then catching up on Marvel stuff. Yeah.
Did you guys read there was a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man like prequel book?
I read that. Yeah.
You did? Yeah, I read the first one, which honestly made me not excited for the show.
It wasn't that great. It was not great.
Yeah.
it wasn't that.
I'm sorry, but I was like, first off, I was like, yo, this show is gonna suck. I'm not excited for it. And then I read this book and I was like, oh my god, this show is really gonna suck. and yeah, I can say it doesn't suck. So again, I'm gonna go into that a little bit. Jose, you read anything?
I have not read anything recently. I am
Shame
so
on you.
sorry.
Shame on you.
I know.
Shame.
I haven't picked up anything. I should reread something though. I mean, I don't know. Should I reread Maximum Carnage or Kingdom Come again?
Oh, drop that in the chat.
I don't know
what he should read, and he'll come back on and give us some updates, or he'll just drop it in the Discord. But
well, if you pick one of those, put it in the Discord for the book club, because that'd be perfect.
Ooh.
Kingdom Come, for example, I haven't read it, so that'd be a lovely one. Yeah,
there we go. I think we have our answer for shame.
Right there, yeah. I haven't read it either, so I need to read that for Superman. So
I don't like the word reread. There's too many comics out there. I need to read it for the first time.
I have to read Absolute, but I don't want to, do all that and not pay. I want to pay for it. I support my local comic book artists and writers.
I do too. digitally. I think that still works, right?
Yeah, it's a slower burn, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. What about you, John? Anything?
Whew, what have I not read? So I was reading that Spider-Man. Yeah. So if you're not tracking, some of us in the Discord are trying to hit 2,000 comics read this year, which it's easy for me, but some of these rookies, they're struggling. But we're reading Spider-Man Blue through Jeremiah's suggestion. I'm on issue. I just finished issue 3. The first half was amazing. I think it was tearing people up. They were really enjoying it. Let's see, what else am I reading? I'm reading this fat boy. Hold it. What's it? Oh my gosh. I was a little disappointed because I thought this was like a hardback when I bought it, but it's the G.I. Joe Compendium.
Damn, it's a floppy.
So,
it's a thick
Yeah,
floppy.
it's a big floppy. I thought it was a
boy.
I thought it was a hard boy. So if you're not familiar, I'm a huge G.I. Joe fan. Issue, I think 310, I was in a copy of that with my letter talking about all the comics I read, because I've read over 8,000, almost 9,000 comics in my life, and I've never wrote a letter to a single comic book company before. And because of that, they published my letter, which was fun. Growing up, I got bullied a lot for liking G.I. Joe because I was from England. They're like, you can't play G.I. Joe. You're not American.
I gotta do it with an accent. You gotta do it with an accent.
I'm sick. I got the flu. But basically, my rebuttal though was, "Oh yeah, Cobra, la 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 la," and I would throw it in their face and then run. So it was my favorite thing growing up is G.I. Joe. So yeah. So I've been reading that, trying to knock this bad boy out. This will take me like 6 more years.
There you go. That's awesome. I'm sorry that you were bullied for that.
Sorry about that.
It's okay,
But to be
you
fair,
get bullied when you're handsome.
If you lived in America, I would have bullied you too. So either way.
No. It's when I moved. When I moved to America.
Okay.
Come on, Pierre. Come on. That'd be weird. Yeah.
Oh, I thought the British people were bullying on you.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I thought.
The American stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, when I moved to America, they were like, "You can't like G.I. Joe. You're not American."
You're British. Yeah. Oh my God,
they're like,
no. If it was England, the bullying would be like, "They're not Ninja Turtles. They're Hero Turtles." So that's a fun fact if you didn't know that.
Oh, you wanker, like something like that. That's
wow, you sound like my mom. Straight spot on. No, I'm just kidding. She sounds like Shrek.
Above all comics in the chat, I hear Jeremiah is great. Yeah, sure.
He wants a part of the 2K25 club. You know what's funny about my mom's accent though? It's so thick and Scottish that she called me one day. I don't even know if I can say this one on YouTube, but she called me one day and she's like, "John Scott." I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "You watched that show on TV called Porn Stars?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And she's like, "Yeah, Porn Stars." And I was like, "Are you trying to say Pawn Stars?" And she's like, "Yeah, where they sell their stuff." And I was like, "No, Mom, stop with the accent." So
Porn Stars. That's hilarious. Samson's in the chat asking, John, are you excited for the Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover?
Hell yeah, I am.
For the show or the because that's happening too.
Both, that, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about the movie. I'm enjoying all this Skybound.
There's a movie,
G.I. Joe and Transformers. Yeah, did you see the last Transformer movie?
I didn't.
No, not one. I'm sorry, you're right. Not the last one. The one before that, the live action one where they had like the Beast.
Yeah,
the
Beast Wars.
I didn't see that. No.
They allude to it in that movie. So.
Wow.
So I'm pretty excited.
It was good until the very end when.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm kidding.
Go watch
when
it.
Optimus exploded.
Was it good? Because I saw
it was
Bumblebee.
Awful.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So Bumblebee was. I liked Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was great. So I was going off that energy, and I mean, it had some cool moments, but overall,
cool moments.
Yeah.
Go watch Beast Wars, the TV show. It's a cartoon from like the 90s. Go watch that, and you just skip the movie. Just completely. And then go read the Transformers comic book because I actually was following that. So I will say that was very, very good. I forgot who was writing it. It's the most recent run. Shit, I wish I knew. But the art, everything in it, is just like a very well done Transformers.
I'm sorry,
and
what? Oh, that's that Darren. Darren Willen.
Yes.
Darren something?
Yes, you got it. I don't know what.
Yeah.
You're there. You're right there.
There you go. But yeah, the art is so good. Yeah, you're right.
Mwah, mwah. It's
Nobody
very good.
cares about the artist. It's all about the writer.
Oh yeah. And I'll just talk about Venom more very quickly because that's the only thing I've been reading. I've been trying to catch up on it. I think it's old at this point, or I guess what's coming up is Venomverse versus Spider-Verse, or Spider-Verse versus Venomverse, whatever it's going to be. So I'm just catching up on all of that. But it encompasses a lot of books. Like we talk about events happening, and it's too many books, too many like little stories happening. But listen, I'm with it, but I'm just like trying to like keep it all organized and make sure I'm reading in order. But the one thing I wanted to pull out of that was Black Widow has her own symbiote. So that's what she's running around doing. She's been doing that for a little bit now. Her symbiote's name is Sliver, and it's a Venom child or offspring, whatever you want to call it. So what do you guys think? And if you haven't read it, you don't know, what do you guys think of Black Widow having her own symbiote?
I haven't read it, but it sounds cool. I need to read this. I need to read this.
I feel like they needed to do something with their character to not. I'm not saying keep her relevant, but like, let's get her something. That's actually cool. Now I want to pick it up.
Yeah,
you are spot on. So I've read maybe one or two issues that she used it, and she used it amazingly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. But because I feel that same way. So bear with me. I love Falcon, and I love Falcon as Captain America. But what I was explaining to my wife yesterday was, I hate that he doesn't have the strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like one slap from Red Hulk and he's out for the count, right? So he needs something. And Black Widow is the same way to me, where she's an amazing assassin. She does really cool things. But I feel like she's, she can't go against Thanos. You know what I mean? She's gonna get slapped. Yeah. However, that does make him kind of cool too, because I guess you could say the same about Batman as well. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn, but I really do like the symbiote with her.
So that's I think it's Oasis. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Oasis in the chat. Black Widow having a symbiote seems appropriate since she's somewhat a spider-based hero, and that was my thoughts too. Is like, yeah, her name's Black Widow. Like, why doesn't she have some sort of spider power?
And she didn't bite anybody ever. It was very disappointing.
Yeah, like do something. And she's always been the same power set. Like it's always been just like this espionage girl that runs
with
around.
Batons,
yeah,
bracelets.
Yeah. So now she still does those same type missions, which is awesome. Stealth, But like there was one scene where like she's being interrogated by some guy, and then like out of the shadows, a bunch of spiders like form and like consume them. Like that's cool.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
So there's a lot more of that. And then in the Venom War, she's fighting her own battle, but she fights with Anti-Venom. Who's Anti-Venom in the comic books?
Flash Thompson.
Yeah, Flash Thompson. So they're like fighting side by side. So that again, that's a very cool Venom in general. And then like I don't know. I like the fact that she's more now. So yeah. That being said though, keeping it Spider-Man, we are going to go into screen time here. Now we have 2 members in this group that did not watch Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Raise your hand. Raise your hand so they all know.
Why are you calling me out?
I didn't know it came out.
My car broke on the way. I'm sorry.
My dog ate my TV.
Yeah. Damn you, dog.
Not again. Yeah. So originally, I thought this was going to be, and it's on record. You could watch last episode. I said I wasn't thinking anything highly of this show. And I will give it a solid 10 out of 10. Art style, everything.
Wow.
Creativity. Like, it really...
10 out of 10? I'm going to be
for
so
mad.
First episode. I maybe it's
like,
because maybe it's because I was thinking of it so low. Like it was like
Okay,
maybe a
so
1.
did it give you goosebumps like Cyclops coming into, that little area and blasting the freaking roof off that place?
No, that's different. That was different. That was
Wait,
nostalgia too. There
So
was
then it's not
nostalgia
a
there.
10
It
out
felt-
of 10, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Weren't we all here during the Deadpool Wolverine rating system? What did you give that movie? Didn't you give it like an 8? I'm very upset by this 10 out of 10. That's
I don't
some
Yeah,
that's some like
It's not a 10 out of 10 for me, unfortunately.
oh my god.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
We got 2 different ranks here. Okay. Comic Talk,
I'm
what
just
are you
saying.
rating it?
Oh man, a 6.5.
Whoa! 2 different takes. Hey, listen, my takes can be a little crazy. So
I trust
will
Comic
say
Dog.
that.
I really do. I don't trust you.
Guys, drop it in the chat if you've seen your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, what you would rate it. But yeah, why is that? Why so low?
I didn't like. I have other people who said it's like one of the worst things they've ever seen. I don't hate it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I think Spider-Man's like my favorite Marvel hero. I wanted something great. I remember the '90s Spider-Man show. I'm like, I want something great from a Spider-Man project, and the animation style is not my favorite either. Like the What If stuff or like this animation style, not really my favorite. And the side characters kind of like the animation style made some people look a little stiff, and then the writing a little bit as well. But I didn't hate it, but like I didn't love it. Hopefully in the next few episodes we get it, and they never really explained Peter's motivation to become Spider-Man. So hopefully in the next few episodes they do explain that, but in the first few episodes they did not explain that.
See, I like that because I felt that we've heard it so many times at this point. Like his motivation, great power, great responsibility, all that stuff. Like, so my fiance actually said the same thing. She's like, "Oh, that sucks. Like you don't get to see like kind of that whole side of it." But I was happy to skip it. Like I was like, "All right, let's go. Like let's get right into him just doing it."
That's fair.
So that was, and for me, the animation was actually something that was my biggest gripe with it, and I thought I was gonna hate it. And I actually, as the episode went on, I was like, I actually really, really like this. So when you look at like the trailers and stuff, for me, it felt like one of those moving comic books. You know, like how they tried making that a thing on like YouTube, where it was like, oh, you can watch like a 5-minute moving comic book. It never caught on. It wasn't that great. So that's what I thought this was gonna be.
They did an Astonishing X-Men like that on TV. I thought that was fun. That was neat because you got to see Colossus smashing the guy.
All right, so maybe some people like that.
If you do it right, you got to do it right.
But yeah, I don't know. For me, it was like I thought it was gonna be that, and when they didn't do that and they gave you more with it, I was like actually very into it. That and some of the cameos that they chose for this first episode was very cool. Again, I'm not gonna sit there and ruin it, but you get I guess it's 1 or 2 heroes, and then you also get what looks like a familiar villain, but I'm not 100% sure which villain it is yet.
But did you watch episode 2 as well, or just episode 1?
Just episode 1.
Oh, okay.
So I'm strictly talking episode 1, but you know what I'm talking about, like that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to ruin it, but like, so my fiance has a
9.5. Okay.
She has a guess.
We're all over the place.
8.8 out of 10.
Someone says 6 out of 10. Samson said 6 out of 10.
All right, let's agree that when Geek and I watch it, we'll have the real ratings. Y'all are all wild.
So the only question I'll put out there for this clip is, in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man episode 1, who do you think that villain is? So, yeah.
Who's that villain?
Who is it? What are your guesses?
It's
Drop 'em.
Pikachu.
Let's know, because I have mine and I want to talk about it. And yeah, that's it. That's screen time, baby. Unless you guys watched something. Was there anything comic book related?
Not comic book
Yeah.
related.
Oh, Jose.
I watched Skeleton Crew. I think that's comic book related.
Oh, it is.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
I
There you go.
finished
Do
it.
That's
I
true.
I actually liked it. It was fun. It was different.
Not bad, right?
We saw
Not
it in the
bad.
kids. Yeah, we saw it in the kids aspect, and how they kind of grew within those couple of days or weeks or however long they were out in space and trusted each other. Jude, was it Jude? Is his name? Jude.
Jude
Law.
Law. Yep.
Yeah, did amazing, fantastic.
Beautiful man.
Yes,
He is. He's a beautiful man. Everyone knows it.
I love the reference of the Anakin
Yeah.
moment with the kids and the lightsaber and the faces. I mean, that was kind of sad, but also like,
that scene.
damn.
Okay.
Yeah, that scene. I like that it didn't have to rely on any cameos, in a sense, or any actors coming back to say, hey, you know what, this is, I'm here just because. And I also just enjoyed it. I don't know, it was just something different. Oh, I love the ship. The ship was really nice. I think it was
awesome.
simple, but also just nice looking.
Droids. We like the droids. The droid.
Yeah. It was like a camera. It was like a CCTV camera. Simple.
No, that main one. What's his name?
The
The one was helping him out on the ship. I forgot his name.
CC. No, was it CC? I forgot his name.
Yeah, whatever. But that one, I liked
Rude.
him.
It was like an old man trying to help out the kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
They
you,
did a good
kids.
job with it. I wish that the show got more like.
Well, it
advertising or
ended so
something there.
abruptly, it just ended like, they came in, the rebellion came, saved them, and then we did it, and then that's it. It was like, okay, but Jude Law is still there. Is he gonna help out? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna get arrested? I don't know.
Give us more.
It opens up for season 2, which I don't know if it got greenlit yet.
I don't know.
If anybody knows, no.
It was SM-33, by the way.
I've
That's
not.
the robot played by Nick
feel like-
Frost.
I feel like they
bananas.
didn't advertise it good enough to give you a season 2, unfortunately. Because
Well,
like
I
a
don't-
lot of people that I know that are Spider-Man that are Star Wars fans haven't seen this. Like they just
yeah.
they're not. It's not on their radar. It's not even something that they're like willing to entertain. I'm like, that's crazy.
I saw an ad like a long time ago, but I forgot
Yeah.
it came out. So
Yeah.
it was like, oh, let me just watch it. Screw it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's the most recent thing I just watched.
Cool. It's awesome. So we're gonna get into rumors, baby, and that's it. We got a ton of rumors. Jesus, I didn't realize. So rumors, baby. Following the failure of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Rocksteady is set to revive the Arkham franchise and pick up where Arkham Knight left off. My question to you guys: what do we want to see next in the Arkham universe? Jose.
Let's see
yeah.
what I wrote down.
He's got
here,
notes.
'cause
He's
I
ready.
don't
I
know.
love this.
Okay, Suicide Squad was a huge letdown. I think they should have done what Arkham fans wanted from that game franchise was to include story with multiplayer. Add Robin with Batman, add 2 Robins, add Batgirl with Robin. That's what we wanted, or at that time. And what we got was Gotham Knights, atrocious. And then I thought DC would learn from the Avengers game to say, hey, you know what? Let's not try to copy and paste what they did, but they did, and that's what led down Gotham Knights, which was atrocious, and Suicide Squad, which was a third person disaster. So what I think Arkham should do is create that environment, create that open world for multiplayer story-based game. Actually, now that I think about it, if it's an open world multiplayer game, I kind of want the world to be limited to like Gotham City, obviously, but don't make it too huge where it's like you're too far away. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I think if you're in a building together, you can do multiplayer things to continue on with the story. Do I need do we need a third person type of combat where it was like Gotham Knights? I don't think so. I love for them to bring in to bring in that combat like they did with Batman in the Arkham series. Learn a little bit or not. Yeah, use that combat and what Spidey did in their franchise. But yeah, those are my things. Work it out. Don't copy and paste what they've done with Gotham Knights and Avengers.
Yeah.
And don't reference the Joker. You don't have to reference the Joker.
Move on from the Joker.
Yeah, move on, man.
Comic Talk. What are you thinking?
Yeah, these are the games that like got me into comic books, so I hold these games near and dear. I think a Batman Beyond game would be fantastic. Just with that, especially after Arkham Knight, I think with that open world, I think Batman flying around, I think that would be super cool and super interesting. And then do like Jose was saying, like what Spider-Man did in his games, where like when you get the different suits, that you can do like different abilities with the different suits. Where in the Arkham games they did not do that. It's just a different skin, and you don't really get to do it. It doesn't really help you at all. If you have the Batman Beyond skin or whatever, you can maybe like fly around. If you have this one, you could do this other thing. So I think that should be included in another game. But Batman Beyond is something I really want to see.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of people forget about the suits. Not really, not they forget about the suits, but
not having abilities.
Yeah, that would be such a good add-on. Like, there's so many cool suits that they could use. So I like that. John, what do you think?
Yeah, so I didn't play Suicide Squad. I just saw that they gave it to us free with the PlayStation 5, and I still probably won't play it just because of all the bad news. However, what I do want to see, though, and I think it would be fine, even since nobody really played or liked this game, it'd be fun to see Batman. What is that cartoon where he had a contingency plan for everybody, like the Flash, where the Flash had the ice and he had to vibrate out so that it wouldn't explode?
Justice League Doom.
Yeah. I want to see that. I want to see Batman fight the Justice League. I think that'd be great. And you get to control it.
Ooh.
Or a single player version of Suicide Squad, basically, is
hear me out, more of a role-playing version of Batman, where say Geek Mythos could be one of the villains and I have to hunt him down after he commits murders. I think that'd be great. I have to figure out why. I think that'd be a little too complex, but I think it would be fun. You know what I mean? People could play the villains. Because one of the because like when I worked at Blizzard Entertainment, right, the one thing that I wanted us to do is to have control over like one of the bosses. I thought that would have been amazing, and I kind of want that for video games. You know what I mean? Like, ignore the AI, have somebody literally controlling what you're doing, and I think that'd be fun.
That would be cool. So it'd be like 2-player essentially.
Yeah. I mean, I think that should be like a side mode, right? Not the full mode, but I still think that would be neat. Like, you have to find the clues, you have to track them down, almost like a GTA live action scenario. But you have all of Gotham, where you can run around and try to hunt them down.
Yeah, like make it like cool. Like a mode, like detective, and like like
detective skills.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so more modes. I like the Batman Beyond idea. I would want it to be, because we saw Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond, but we didn't really get a lot of Batman Bruce Wayne as Batman Beyond, because the suit was his originally. He gave it to Terry. So I would want to see them bridge that gap. Like, show me this Batman who's younger still. Show me him as Batman Beyond. Give me the suit. Give me technology. Give me the royal the royal flush flying around. Like, give me some of that.
Yeah.
So and then everything you guys kind of said together. It's put it together. Let's call him right now. Let's call Rocksteady. Put him on the phone.
Let's call him.
Let's go. So we got T. Armstrong in the chat. A Batman Beyond neo-gothic game. If you haven't read that book, so fucking good and underrated.
It's good.
So everyone go read that. You want to talk about book clubs? Let's do that. Samson in the chat. Nightwing. Yeah. How about that, actually? That would be cool, where Batman disappears for a while and Nightwing takes over the mantle. Could do that. Awace, Tower of Babel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a story. Mm-hmm. No, that was a story where Batman's contingency plan.
Oh, that was a contingency plan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
The comic version or what?
Comic version, yeah.
Lovely.
Pick that one up. Cool. Well, all cool stuff. So moving on, Static Shock and Poison Ivy are reportedly joining Multiversus, according to a leaked character list. Multiversus, if you don't know, it's the Super Smash Bros. Type game that no one here seems to play. So
no, because it came out and then it disappeared for like 6 months, and then they changed some things and erased all my. Once you erase what I've done, I'm out. I'm done.
I downloaded it. I played for a little bit. It was cool, but it was like, I don't know, it just seemed too easy. I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't hit the same way Super Smash Bros. Hit, and like they were trying to make it a thing. It just unfortunately did not hit. I think, for Super Smash Bros., I feel like it hit differently in an era where a lot of people were playing video games together at home. Whereas now it's like everything's a lot separate. So it's not the same as playing Super Smash Bros. From 4 different consoles in 4 different households. It was like the whole getting together. You have your one cousin who doesn't even have a controller plugged in, because you already have 4 players and he's like 5 years old and you just feel bad that he's crying. Yeah, I know it seems oddly specific. It's because it happened. So
it's me and my sisters right there. We used to play.
Play
together. We used to play together.
Sorry, Kevin. He knows now. He knows.
Sorry, Carla.
It's apology hour. It's a new segment. We all apologize to younger siblings and cousins that we told they were playing the game and their character.
I'm an only child. Oh.
So am I. I just had a lot of cousins.
All my cousins were in England, so and they don't have internet. I think they do everything by candlelight over there.
That's a thing. That is a thing.
Powered by like the windmill or something.
They don't have G.I. Joe and they don't have electricity.
I hope this letter finds you well, John Scott.
No cars, just horses.
Moving the powdered wig out of the face as they're writing the letter. It's getting all sweaty.
They say when you go to England, it's like Bridgerton,
Yeah, exactly.
So Static Shock and Poison Ivy, they're coming to Multiverses. Congratulations, guys. If you play it, thumbs up. Marvel is reportedly planning to keep Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom in the MCU beyond Secret Wars. Okay. So that ruins a lot for me because I was hoping that it was going to be in and out. Right. But if this is the case, remember, this is a rumor. If this is the case, who would you want to play Tony Stark in the future? Because they do have to bring the character back eventually. So who would it be? Can't be Robert Downey Jr. at that point. John Scott's raising his hand.
Robert Downey Jr. He plays both.
Okay. All right. Instantly.
I wanted like a Jean-Claude Van Damme moment where it's like he just like comes up to him and they talk to each other like.
Oh my god!
I would hate that so much. I would hate that.
One's got a mustache, one doesn't. I'm okay with it. He could also be Luke Cage. I'm okay with that too.
He's a good enough actor. I can see him actually doing that.
The only way that could work, and I'll give it to you, is Dr. Doom would have a mask on.
Even without the mask. He's the one Dr. Doom that takes it off. He's like,
and he just let you know. He's still incredibly good looking under the mask. Like no scars, nothing at all. He's the one Dr. Doom that wasn't phased by his mutation.
He just has a tiny scratch. It's all.
Yeah, what? But he actually still has the goatee. He still has the Tony Stark goatee and everything.
And the glasses, the
Yeah,
ones from
yeah.
Spider-Man. No,
takes off the mask, the glasses are still there. Takes the glasses off and like, oh, you're Doctor Doom. Yep, I like it. Jose, what are you thinking?
I must have missed reading that in the notes, so I gotta think about that.
Comic
I
Talk, do
gotta
you have
think
one?
about that.
Who could play Iron Man? I guess
nobody
maybe his
can.
daughter. I guess. Yeah. Well, that's like the perfect casting. Like that's.
It is hard to cast him. It's 100% hard. Like Robert Downey Jr. is like
Has
He
to be
made
an
that
unknown.
character.
like the bar. There's no. I listen. I put the question in, but I didn't have anything ready. I'm telling you right now. Like I had no idea who could work for this. A waste in the chat. I think it absolutely works if Doctor Doom is disfigured and wears the mask all the time. So kind of yeah. John, you might be right. I think it'd just be Armstrong in the chat. The Edith glasses. Yeah.
That's right. Edith glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Jose, if you don't have anyone, it's okay. I'm okay with saying that Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark forever.
What if they cast Joaquin Phoenix for Doctor Doom? No, you don't think so? I kind of I just rewatched Gladiator a couple weeks
So did
ago.
I. Okay. Oh
So I
wait.
was
Oh,
like,
Gladiator 1. Okay. Yeah.
I saw Gladiator 2.
Tom Cruise.
It was fun. It was fun. But anyways, no, Joaquin Phoenix, no.
As Doctor Doom
He's too cheesy.
or Tony Stark.
No, for Doctor Doom. You can't
okay.
replace Robert.
That's it.
Not
So
for a
Robert
long
Downey
time.
Jr. The
No,
question is
yeah,
who would play
yeah,
Tony
no.
Stark in the future. That's it. It's Robert Downey Jr. He won.
Yeah.
Daniel
wins
Day
both
Lewis.
roles?
I don't know if I just throw it out there.
Daniel Day Lewis. Why am I
If
blanking
he-
out who that is?
Hold on. The chat. The Doombot theory, that's exactly what I thought. And that would be amazing. He just does that to mess with Spider-Man. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
I
So
got
what do you mean
That
by
would be
that? Elaborate a
crazy.
little bit. Elaborate a little bit.
So like, it's a Doombot. So like it explodes. The only face that the only Doom man, I can't even say it right. The Doombot is RDJ, but it's just
Okay.
a Doombot. There's a guy controlling it. So like say there's like 10 different Doombots, right? They all have like a different face underneath the mask. I think that's kind of what he's saying.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it's
Timothy
Mysterio.
Chalamet.
It's Mysterio behind
It's like a
everything.
Mysterio kind of moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this a lot. All
That'd
right.
be fun.
Timothy Chalamet.
I don't
Connery
think
Fowler. All right.
I was gonna say that.
That would be ridiculous. You should make him Doctor Doom. A waste in the chat. Like, get this. Spidey is rumored to be the main character. Doctor Doom discovers the MCU, so to manipulate our MC, he makes a Doombot in the image of his mentor. Yep. Yeah. Makes sense.
The problem is
Or
Doom would never do that. Doom would never do that because he's so egotistical that he would never put anybody else's face on it. But yeah,
That's true.
And then
He
Sam's
wants
in the chat. Or the OG Doctor Doom from OG Fantastic Four could be Tony Stark.
Dude,
Yeah, who was his? What was his name? He was in.
oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You mean from the movie?
I don't remember the actor's name.
Yeah.
You could make anyone Doctor Doom at this point, really.
That's true.
I mean, acting wise, you obviously have to get someone that's a good actor, but face wise, you really don't need a face for the character. So the Doombot thing kind of makes sense, actually. Interesting. Moving on, Armor Wars isn't canceled, but delayed until after Avengers Secret Wars. Originally, it was a Disney Plus series, but it's now going to be a feature film, and it's undergoing rewrites, reportedly influenced by Secret Invasion feedback, because we all know how that went.
Wow.
So this was supposed to be a War Machine-led story, but if it comes out after Secret Wars, it could potentially be a completely different story. So what do we expect it to be about?
Now, here's a question because now this is confusing me. What is that show with Riri Williams?
Ironheart.
Ironheart, and that's still coming out, right?
Yes, that's 2025 project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I saw a trailer sometime.
Yeah, that
like
one's still in. That one's gonna be magic and like robotics, like combined. So like,
Oh,
Wow.
Not excited about it, but I love the name Ironheart for some reason. I love
Yeah.
that name.
there a band name Ironheart? Should be.
Iron Maiden.
No,
Iron-
yeah,
there's
that's
Iron Man.
There's a song by the Korean band Generation Girl called Lionheart. It's a good song. Look it up.
You say Lionheart, and I think of what's it called? The Seven Deadly Sins.
I think of Care Bears.
Escanor.
Escanor is the
Care Bears.
best of that. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that, man. What they did was so dirty. Sorry.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Tangent.
I got
Seven
tickets
Deadly Sins.
to Iron Maiden, baby. Nice. Samson with the quote. Let's do some karaoke.
Are we
Panelists
talking about
karaoke.
that cover? What are we talking about? The Iron Maiden, baby?
No. I got 2 tickets to Iron Maidens from a song by Wheatus. Teenage Dirtbag.
Yeah.
At least I hope.
Oh yeah.
The Lions and the Pride.
All right.
Who decided that? Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's it. Armor Wars is coming at some point. I don't know what it's going to be about. No idea. We did get a leaked episode, or I guess all the leaked episode titles to Daredevil Born Again. So I'm not going to say the whole list, but have you guys seen the list?
Mm-mm.
I have not seen
No?
the
There's
list.
one called Bullseye because that's all I care about.
So I'll go
That's
down the list.
coming. You know that's coming.
So you got Heaven's Half Hour, With Interest, The Hollow of His Hand, Straight to Hell, Sic Semper Systema, Isle of Joy, Excessive Force, Art for Art's Sake, and Optics. So I don't know.
Optics.
I don't know anything about Daredevil really. Like I know he's
Daredevil
black.
gets his
Got
vision
it.
back.
Always red. Yeah.
He sees.
Does this
He's
list
like, this sucks.
Does this list give us any insight into what story we might see in Daredevil? Maybe not us, but maybe someone out there.
I know Frank Castle's
guys.
going to be in it. I wonder if like the other Netflix, like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, are going to be in it. That'd be interesting.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Well,
Maybe if you like the final episode.
I thought it was rumored that she was.
I know
And
that was
they
like a rumor.
hinted. Wait. I got notes because I was supposed to do a podcast this week, but I got postponed. Hold up. I got you. I got
Get those
notes
notes. Get
on
'em.
this.
We got an
So-
exclusive right here.
So okay, the Kingpin shots, cufflinks. Okay, that was nice. Oh, I love the trailer. When the mask is falling, you see the little D, and then the mask is falling, because Daredevil. Okay. And then White Tiger. Yes, 5 masks. Wait, what was the question again?
Oh, those episode titles. Do we have any
No.
insight onto the story we might see?
Oh, that I don't know.
well,
Well, I thought they were gonna do Devil's Reign, right? Aren't they gonna try to do Devil's Reign storyline?
I have no idea.
I think
don't
that's
even
how
know
it
it-
ends.
I don't even
Yeah.
know
That's
that
my theory.
storyline. I never read anything Daredevil. Wasn't my thing.
Well,
read
the
my first
the question was like, did he cross a line? Which my theory was he did cross a line, and he goes to Frank Castle, which is why we see him in the trailer, and then goes to him and says, "How do you deal with it? Like, how did you deal with you murdering somebody?" And so then they have a conversation because they always have a like really nice kind of like a dark conversation, even in was it season 2 that they had it in the rooftop. So I think that's where the whole story and the whole series is going to go to. And then I think I think. Wait, I lost my train of thought again. Did I skip it? Oh yeah. So one of the posters, when you see Wilson talking to New York City, one of the posters says, it's a sign of the Harlem Club, Harlem's Paradise. So that is the same club that was in Luke Cage when Wash, what was his name? Mahershala Ali's
Cottonmouth?
character in it, Conmouth,
Cottonmouth,
owned. So I'm pretty sure that's confirmed that Luke Cage still owns it.
Oh, okay.
It's part of it.
Yeah, we're probably. I did hear that all the characters are coming back other than Iron Fist. I haven't heard anything about Iron Fist.
Yeah, I don't know about Danny.
I heard Colin. What's her name? Colleen Wynn. That she's coming back, but yeah, the guy who played Danny Rand, I'm okay with him not coming back.
Yeah, it's very possible that a lot of these people are going to be in this, but I guess we got to do some homework and probably read a little bit more about Devil's Reign.
Yeah,
probably another one.
That's what I got to reread.
I've read it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
We got to check that
I
out.
would vote for Mirror Fisk.
So we're going to move on. Natalie Portman reportedly filmed scenes as Padme. That's right. Padme Amidala. For Obi-Wan Kenobi, but they were ultimately cut, which gives our last week's episode rumor some more life. Last week we said Padme would be back for Ahsoka, and that was a rumor, so probably got cut from that, and they're probably putting it into Ahsoka. So makes more sense.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios is rumored to be considering Emma Myers. Recently in the Minecraft movie Wednesday and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. We're considering Emma Myers for the role of Gwen Stacy in an upcoming MCU film. So if you look her up, if I was a producer in any sort of way, I would put her picture up right now.
She was the best friend in Wednesday, right?
Yes. So
Okay,
she already has like a shortcut bob haircut. She looks like Gwen Stacy. I mean, she's already been in a couple big projects, I think. Yeah. Who would you cast as Gwen Stacy? If you have any other names, go for it. But Emma Myers, if anyone's going up against her, good luck. I mean, I feel like she's got it in the bag if she's rumored to actually be cast for this. So
Zoe Deutsch. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Zoe
she was in.
Should be cool.
Yeah, she was in 5 Feet Apart.
Okay, all right, that's pretty good.
I would say Anya Taylor-Joy, only if she becomes Spider-Gwen later.
Okay,
Ghost Spider. I wouldn't want her like on the movie for long, but I could see her playing Ghost Spider for sure.
Not on the movie too long.
My fan casting was well, she's already playing Supergirl, so I can't. She's not. I don't think she's gonna be Spider-Gwen.
Oh, you never know.
That's true.
Why can't you do both? I just hope that it's better than what they did with not Black Widow. What's the movie that came out with all
Madam Web.
Yeah, Madam Web is terrible.
Madam Web.
I don't even remember the name of the movie. So bad.
So good.
Such a good movie. What are you talking about? We
Hot
got
take.
to see them in the
Great
suits.
movie. Great movie.
Great movie. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Henry Cavill is rumored to take on the role of James Bond in the new 007 reboot series. That's right. Henry Cavill is rumored to take on the role of James Bond. How do we like that? Boom or doom?
Doom.
Doom. No, that's a boom, baby.
I want him as Wolverine. So, no.
Nah, he'll still get Wolverine. He'll still get that.
He'll just get them all.
If it's not Henry, who would you cast for James Bond?
Idris Elba.
Well, back in the day, a lot of people were saying Idris Elba, but I think he's too old now.
All right.
Yeah, I think he missed it. I think he took a few two shit movies to.
If Sean Connery
this
could
now.
do it, come on.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's
true.
But those
I
were
don't know,
like
maybe-
the 60s, you know?
True.
It's over for him.
It wasn't HD back then, so he could have looked
Yeah,
real rough,
yeah.
but we couldn't tell. Yeah, I got you.
Who's the guy who plays? What's the guy's? Tom Hiddleston.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, that could work.
Oh,
That's-
yeah. How old is he? I'm okay with that.
So
I
He's
like
I'll,
like
Tom Hiddleston.
45, isn't he? He's like 45.
I still
He
wanted.
could do
I
it.
wanted to see him as Thor. Have you seen his reel
Yeah.
for it?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him as Bond though. That'd be good.
so
Great
I'll,
pick, man.
He was
I'll
very
throw
sweet.
Aaron.
He's
I'll
a
throw
year
Aaron
older
Taylor
than me.
Johnson into this. Aaron Taylor Johnson. If you know who that is, he's from Craven.
Yeah.
Do we need his? Do we need him to play? Oh,
I'm just throwing him in there. Throwing him in the chat.
He could play Bond. Yeah. I feel like
He does
he's
it
gonna
good.
Definitely like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that. He's from the UK, right?
Yeah, but who cares? I mean, I guess they
Well,
have to be from the
they're
UK. It
kind of
makes
like,
sense.
yeah, they're kind of
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. You throwing an American guy? Go no, actually, what's his name? The bald guy that's always in like everything. You know who I'm talking about.
Mark
Samuel
bald.
Jackson.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that'd be
he's
great.
bald every action
Johnny
movie.
Samuel.
And he's
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, not Johnny Sins. Jason Statham. Let's go.
If I wasn't sick, I would try to do my
Sorry,
impersonation
sorry.
of him. You're telling me, Doctor No. Like, see, I can't do it, but yeah, it would be awful.
I like it was Jason Statham. Hey, you telling me?
And then Vin Diesel shows up, just everybody. Okay, gotcha.
Family.
It'd be
Just,
good.
The family. That's who he fights. Spawn fights. Yeah, okay.
Just make it The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
I'm the beekeeper.
Jason Statham. I'm dead.
Tony Stark. What's his name? Robert Downey Jr. will be Bond. Marvel is reportedly considering Brenton Thwaites, from Nightwing, or he is Nightwing from Titans, for the role of Cyclops in an upcoming MCU film.
I saw that. I agree with that.
Wait, who?
I
Who'd
can
you
see
say? Oh,
Brenton-
Cyclops is my boy.
Thwaites
Brett-
from.
So he was Nightwing in Titans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I
in
loved
Price-
him. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very good. Like, this is an incredible casting.
Okay. Yeah. I allow
Yep.
it.
I want
I allow
Cyclops
it.
to have the lead role, though. I don't want it to be where he's in the back and we're focused on Wolverine.
So like X-Men 97 kind of thing.
Give me
He's like the lead.
Cyclops' X-Men team, I feel
Upper
like
class.
he gets put in the back, we did Wolverine. Wolverine was cool. Give me a new Wolverine, but put him in the foreground, or give me separate X-Men teams where people are doing certain things elsewhere, and they come together at times, but
Like
kind of how
X-Men
they
Gold, X-Men Blue. Yeah.
Mhm.
That would be perfect. That way
Have-
everybody has the right amount of screen time. Mm-hmm.
put Storm on her own little team, whatever, like do your little thing. I feel like it would be cool. And then you wouldn't have a problem with content. You could give us a lot more content too. Discord Daddy is British. Thank you guys in the chat. Samson is voting for Jonathan Majors to come back. That is
I don't
should
know
be
about
Black
that.
Panther.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
And Oase in the chat. One thing the MCU needs to do right: make Cyclops the leader of the X-Men and the star of the movie. Wolverine has never said "to me, my X-Men." Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh.
He's looking for brownie points.
Timmy Chalamet should be Nightcrawler.
I'm okay with that too. Yeah, he's.
I actually like that a lot.
I can see that.
You
Actually.
do?
I can see that.
Samson
see
in the
that.
chat. Timothy Chalamet as Night. What's it? Night.
I would
Nightcrawler.
be great, Mr. Sinister.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy's
I
ready.
don't hate it.
We should
I
look to
don't
know.
hate it at all. I hate that I like it. That's the problem.
I know.
So, we like him as Cyclops. You guys can cast the rest of the people for us in the chat. But the new X-Men team is coming. Gambit and Kitty Pryde will be our first MCU X-Men team. We'll be on our first MCU team. So, is there anyone else that needs to be first? So, you have Gambit, you have Kitty Pryde, we have Cyclops. Give me 2 more people that you'd want on that team.
Banshee.
Oh, yeah. But Banshee from the 97 one where like he's just screaming aggressively.
That'd be kind of annoying after a while,
Beast,
though.
yeah. Well, we already saw Beast, and who else was in that after credit scene in the Marvels?
Oh yeah, Beast was in it.
Beast
and
and I forget who
Rambo's
else.
mom, but it was a different.
Yeah.
Give us Mimic.
She wasn't Storm. She
Okay.
was. What the hell was she?
Chamber.
I have
Rogue.
Armor.
Who'd you
Armor.
cast?
That'd be good. I like Armor. Who? Oh wait, we saw this character. Who's the guy that has like he's just a blob, and he has like
Herman.
Herman. Wasn't he in
Herman.
something? He was
He was in X-Men 97. Remember, he kept showing up in the background like every 3 minutes, like trying to pretend like he was in the episode.
He was moving things
Herman.
around in was it Genova?
Yeah,
Bring Herman in there. Put Herman in there.
I like Herman.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Oh,
a lot of characters.
Darwin, not Darwin.
Oh yeah, Darwin.
No. Yeah, no. Who did who's that new character they've been pumping out a lot with? Who was dating X-23, and they went inside for like 1,000 years they were together. Do you know who I'm talking about? Sync. He can literally sync powers with everybody, and I think that's
cool.
awesome. Yeah, so like if that's how he lived for 1,000 years with her inside that thing because he was stealing her powers.
Gotcha.
That'd be fun.
I fell off of X-Men for a long time, so I'm just jumping on as of recently. I skipped all of Krakoa. It was too much for me.
Angel did have a nice set of wings there. I don't know what that
That's another quote. What? Angel's like, hey, my eyes are up here. Leave my wings alone, buddy.
Thanks for tuning in to Panel. It's Comic Books and More.
It's your turn, Comic Talk.
oh my god!
I don't even know what to say. Comic Talk, follow up that one.
There's no following up that.
Never mind.
How do you follow that up?
Oh yeah.
No following that.
Hey, that's it. Guys,
That's where the episode peaked right there. That's
yeah. That's a clip. I'm sorry, Jose. Thanks for tuning in, Panel of Comic Books and More. We hope you enjoyed the chaos, the hot takes, and maybe even picked up a thing or two. Maybe 2 wings, nice pair of them. We'll be back next week with more comic news, reviews, and questionable opinions. Shout out to Juan Makes Clips. See you next time.